Hey, what's up? It's Surya here. So, if you're planning to sell your course on YouTube, it can be through YouTube ads, it can be through organic strategies like creating content on YouTube, whatever that is. There are three simple steps for you to have in place, and these are the three steps that you need to take action on before you even plan selling on YouTube. And if you watch this video till the end, you're going to get clear understanding, clear insights on what could your best approach be moving forward. Cool. So with that said, let's get right into it. So step one, this is one of the most foundation steps because this is the crucial step of all. And the step goes by like this. You need to like this video and you need to subscribe to this channel so that you would be notified whenever a video like this comes out. Believe me, it's so crucial for the channel to grow. Cool. So with that actually said, let's go into the real step one. So the real step one is decide on what your approach is going to be. Whenever you're choosing, it can be YouTube ads, it can be YouTube content. Decide on what is that one thing that you choose to move forward with. Now, Surya, how do I decide what do I move forward with? It can be quite simple. You do not have to complicate it. Let's suppose you are running ads on different platforms like Facebook, Instagram. What are the platforms that you are already currently running ads on? If you are profitable from it, if you are making sales and you are still profitable from running ads, then you are good to go ahead with running ads on YouTube. On the contrary, on the flip side, you are on the side where you do not have enough reserves to run ads, or if you have run ads and you are not profitable previously doing it, or you want to be kind of going on the organic strategies, evergreen growth, like creating content, then the best thing for you to do is like decide that you're going to create content for the next 1 year. Now, Surya, can I actually decide? Can I actually do both of them? Yes, completely can do both of them if you got the team doing it for you. But I would say like this is my take on it. Until unless I have generated $1 million in revenue coming in from the approach that I'm following right now, that I have took a decision on right now, I would not branch out into the different traffic source. For example, if you decided that you're going all in on YouTube ads, then stick onto it, test different things, and get $1 million in revenue coming in from that specific strategy. On the contrary, if you chose content strategy like posting content on YouTube and selling your online course through organic strategies, then stick onto it for the next 1 year, 6 months, 7 months, 10 years. I do not care if you generate profit. If you're generating profit from it until you get $1 million in revenue, I would stick onto it. The reason I share that is because previously, whenever I was jumping onto Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Facebook groups, and Instagram, different things, I've tested and done different things. The one thing that I was missing was like focus. Whenever I was doing all of those things, each of the platform has their own learning curve, and it took time for me to understand the learning curve, to test what works, what doesn't work, and it did not. The one thing that is that by doing all of those, none of the things got my complete focus, which means that it did not get me enough results that I can actually really get. You're leveraging that specific platform, and I do not want you to do the same mistake that I did. So I want you to focus till you actually generate $1 million in revenue leveraging one specific traffic source. Stand on your own freaking decision. That's what I would say. So that is actually step one. Step two is doing your due diligence. Like, due diligence is such a tongue twister for me. I'm not so sure if that's for you, but yeah, I have to repeat it for a while. So do your due diligence. After you have took a decision, you said that, hey, this is something that I'm going to do. It can be YouTube ads, it can be the content strategy that you're going to follow. This is the approach that you're going to follow. Then do your due diligence, which is research. Because the people that are on YouTube are not similar, because the intent of the people on YouTube are completely different than the intent of the people on Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms. So I want you to start doing your research, understanding what your customer is actually looking for on YouTube. Now, how do I do my due diligence? How do I do my research? It can be done by yourself. It can be done by your team. Doesn't matter. I'm not so sure if that matters for you, but yeah, it matters for me a lot because I personally do not want to outsource this task because I'm the person who knows my customer to the T. So, and I do not definitely want to outsource this, especially when I'm going into a different traffic source. It can be through traffic, it can be through ads, or it can be through content. I do not want to risk that factor, so I'm going to do it on my personal by myself. You do not have to do that. If you are likely to outsource it to your team, that is cool. And if you want to outsource it to the third party guy, yeah, that is cool as well. But yeah, do your research to understand what your customers are actually looking for. And the best place for you to start looking at is others people's channels, others people's videos, and the people are likely going to be the people who are actually selling the same result as you, or probably people who are actually creating your customers. Look at both of them. If you have a list of people who are doing both of those things, what you do is like go to their videos, look into the comment section, and understand. Have an Excel sheet open and write down all the questions that you see people are asking, and that becomes your content. If you're going into the organic strategies, that becomes your content you can create on your channel. And if you're using YouTube advertising as a strategy, then that becomes, those questions would be a really good topic for you to touch base on your ads, answer those questions, and you can actually use those as coming up with different hooks for the ads itself. So these are the different things that you can actually do when you're doing your due diligence. And the other side note that I want you to keep your eyes open to is like, whenever you see people are asking questions, there are going to be some people who are going to share stories, express their feelings, express their some of the challenges that they are going to express, the results that they have achieved. I want you to keep an eye open for that so that you can actually understand what your customer journey is, because there are always going to be people who are going to go through ups and downs in your customer journey as well. So have an open eye towards that, and have a take note of them, and you can actually use that as a side note to relate to your customer. So definitely be open to that. Cool. So that is one side note that I want you to keep an eye open out for, and that is step 2. Step 3 is for you to be consistent. So after you're done your due diligence, after you're done your research, the next step for you to take action on is be consistent on the platform. It doesn't matter if you're choosing like YouTube ads or if you're choosing content. Doesn't matter what it is, be consistent on the decision that you took. For example, if you're choosing YouTube ads, the cost per acquiring a lead or cost per acquiring customer is going to be completely radically different than your current statistics, because YouTube is said to be having high cost per click or high cost per lead or high cost per client. So it completely varies. There are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be ads that works, that doesn't work. That's going to be a bummer sometimes. And on the contrary, if you are leveraging content, there are going to be some pieces of content that goes like ballistic, and some videos are going to be like crickets. Like majority of them are going to be crickets from my experience. There are going to be a few videos that takes off, which you would not expect for sure, because I'm actually experiencing that. Some of them videos are getting high views, and some of them are getting like crickets. Nothing is happening. So there are going to be ups and downs. But the one thing that I want you to do, no matter what scenario it is like be consistent. And if you're through ads, you can actually track the statistics to see how many sales are coming in on an average basis, like monthly basis, 15-day basis, or weekly basis. But if you're on the content strategy side, the one thing that you can actually do to get more sales for your course, especially using YouTube, is like have specific call to actions on every single video. For example, one of the call to actions that I have is like, if you want to work with me, if you want to 10x your sales in the next 12 months, there's going to be a link in the below description. Click that link, schedule a call with me, and we will work on 10xing your sales in the next 12 months. That is one of the call to actions that I've got. And the other thing that I actually do is like, for the people who are on the fence, I call them out saying that, hey, if you're on the fence, that is completely cool. I understand you. The one thing that you can actually do is like, click the subscribe button. It's not going to cost you anything. Click the subscribe button so that you would be notified whenever a video like this comes out. The reason I say that is because I'm creating all these videos with one single intent, to get you results before you start working with me. That is the whole intent that I've got, creating all these videos. So if you are on the fence, and if you are looking like, hey, I might want to check this out, guy, a little longer, so hit the subscribe button. Get notified whenever a video like this comes out, and you are good to go. We can talk later as well. That is cool. And that is another call to action that I've got. And you do not have to have one call to action like on every single video. It can, if you have multiple entry points for your audience, like if you have a lead magnet, if you have a webinar, if you have one-on-one discovery call or something like that, use them, test it out, see how you can actually get what call to action works for your audience most. Check that out. So yeah, these are the 3 steps for you to have in place. These are the 3 steps for you to start taking action on right from now, no matter what decision, what path you are going to move forward on. Cool. So with that said, that is how you can get more sales using YouTube. Cool. So if you did not subscribe to this channel yet, go hit the subscribe channel. And if you liked and resonated with this video, hit the like and leave a comment so that the platform actually understands like, hey, this is something that people are benefiting from. So it actually promotes me. Cool. So yeah, that's how the algorithm works, man. But yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you choose to. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Cool.